This was a total team effort, and to start off with, I'd like to thank Gianni Infantino and Stephen Ross, for making this possible. Steve has put, hundreds of millions of dollars of private money into this stadium to make it what it is so that we can host these kinds of global world-class events. And, Gianni Infantino and everybody at FIFA was very supportive throughout the discussions. I don't want to leave names out, but I do want to point out some people here that really deserve a lot of credit for this as well. Mayor Levine Cava, obviously, Commissioner Gilbert, Mayor Harris, Vice Mayor Leon, Mayor Suarez, all the commissioners, the county commissioners who were supportive, all the council people here in Miami Gardens. This has just been a total team effort. From our team here at the stadium, certainly, I feel a little guilty being up here because our general counsel, Miles Pistorius, Marcus Bach-Armis, who works with us, who's leaving us to go be a judge and serve the public. So let's thank Marcus for all of his hard work here. Marcus. Marcus has been a tremendous asset to not just the stadium, but to the community, and so thank you for that, and all your efforts here, and also what you're about to go do as a judge. Sam Coghill, who's here, and Todd Boyan as well from our team. They were just absolutely fantastic throughout this process, and they really deserve the credit, not me, in getting this done. So just a great team effort from a lot of people that made this possible. And we're just very excited to have the World Cup here. Steve had a vision to have a global entertainment destination here. I think, with national championship games, Super Bowls, Miami Open tennis, certainly Formula One, obviously Dolphins games, and now, hosting the World Cup here in 2026. I think that vision is being realized, and we continue to want to have the biggest events in the world here in Miami Gardens, and celebrate what is an incredible place in Miami Gardens and in Miami-Dade County, where I call it a curator of culture for food and music and art and fashion and so many things for the rest of the country and in some ways the rest of the world. So we want this to be a reflection of that. We think we did that with Formula One, and obviously with World Cup. There'll be a billion people, I think, watching. We'll be on stage 4 here. So very excited. Want to thank all those people. Thank all of you for being here, and can't wait to host the World Cup. Thank you very much.
I'd like to bring up now the Honorable Daniela Levine Cava, Mayor of Miami-Dade County, and the biggest cheerleader we had last night.
Little known fact, I actually once was a cheerleader. That was in Chile at the National Stadium, and I also ran track. Okay, back in the day. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us for this huge, huge win. We are already winners right here in Miami-Dade County. We are so, so excited. Es un goyazo, right? That's what we have. That means, for those of you who do not speak Spanish, a huge win. Okay, goyazo. And we are so excited to have been selected as one of the U.S. venues for the FIFA World Cup 2026. We are the perfect venue. You all know that. We have a state-of-the-art venue right here, Hard Rock Stadium, that was actually built with this very event in mind. Yes, it was, to FIFA specifications. And we have hosted numerous major events right here, flawlessly. And frankly, most importantly, we've got the fans. So we're the place. We are also considered gateway to the Americas. Our community represents the many languages of football fans. That would be, for example, Spanish, Creole, Portuguese, to name a few. And of course, we all talk football. So we're a truly vibrant community. We're the capital of Latin America and the U.S., so we are the ideal destination for millions of soccer fans, not just from this hemisphere, but throughout the globe. And our international airport is top right now in international passengers. We're #1 in the country for international passengers. We have had more than 13 million visitors in 2021. So we're going to do everything we need to do to strengthen our infrastructure, prepare our communities, and plan for the influx of hundreds of thousands of tourists that we anticipate for the World Cup. We're coming off the heels of a successful Formula One right here at Hard Rock. We're more confident than ever before that we've got the world-class safety, fire, and police departments to ensure vigilance and safety throughout the entirety of this event. It's also no secret that we are a great tourist destination. We've got the hotels, we've got the beaches, we've got the restaurants, including a few newly minted Michelin stars. I haven't tried them out myself, but I'm eager to. And we expect that the World Cup will benefit our local economy as well, of course. So one of the examples is here in Miami-Dade County. We have an extra 1% tax that's collected on all food and beverage sales by businesses that sell alcohol. So on premises, that is money that will help us to build the infrastructure that we need and support our local community. We're all aware that housing affordability is a crisis here in Miami-Dade County, and this event is going to help us grapple with that problem as well. So we are committed to finding solutions for our everyday residents, as well as to continue to celebrate and welcome all of the fans from around the world. So in the next 4 years, we will be strengthening our infrastructure, we'll be creating robust safety strategies, we'll design some smart transportation plans to ensure a seamless experience for all of our guests and residents, and we will remain one of the most resilient regions in the nation. Hurricanes, storms, we're veterans. And like the COVID-19 pandemic and last year's tragic collapse of the building in Surfside, the residents of this community have come together time and time again. In good times and bad, we can do it. We always do. And this bid alone is proof of what we can do when we come together. 4 years of collaboration with our partners has brought us actually to this moment today, and we are ready. We are ready. So thank you everyone for helping us to make this bid a reality. And FIFA, we're going to welcome you once again to Miami-Dade County. Y unas palabras en español. Aquí estamos tan agradecidas de recibir este anuncio y ya somos los ganadores, todos nosotros. Y es un gran gollazo para esta comunidad. Somos listos con la infraestructura y somos listos con todo del turismo. El aeropuerto es el número 1 para los pasajeros internacionales ya en los Estados Unidos, y vamos a seguir adelante haciendo todo que tenemos que hacer para mejorar todavía la infraestructura y dar la bienvenida a todos los visitantes internacionales. Tenemos los fans mejores del mundo y somos el capital del América Latino, y gracias a todos estamos aquí celebrando este gran premio. Gracias. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I'd also like to bring up now, we're in his city, we'd like to bring up the Honorable Vice Mayor of the City of Miami Gardens, Reggie Leon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to take this opportunity and introduce our city councils, my colleague, Councilman Robert Stevens, Councilwoman Katrina Wilson, Councilwoman Shannon Campbell, and Councilwoman Linda Julian. Our mayor couldn't be here today due to a prior engagement, so it's an honor to actually stand here and be standing in this point. I grew up right around the corner 41 years ago, and this was actually a patch of sand that we used to call the Ponderosa that we used to ride our bikes through. And to stand up here before you now, as this is now the global epicenter for Miami-Dade County and Miami Gardens, let's give ourselves a hand for what you guys are doing. This is a big win for Miami-Dade County. Thank you, Mayor Cava. Thank you, Francis Suarez, Mayor, for all of the work that you put in. Miami-Dade County is a wonderful place to be, but Miami Gardens is an even better place to be. This is the largest African-American city in the state of Florida, third largest in the country. And to continue to have these partnerships that we're bringing these world-class events here, helping our economic development, this is amazing. And again, I want to say thank you and welcome to the city.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice Mayor. I'd also like to bring up now the mayor of the city of Miami, and again, a great cheerleader last night, waving the flag, the Honorable Francis Suarez.
Goal! Wow, what a day yesterday was. What a day of joy, a perfect day. A day where everyone could rejoice in what Tom accurately described as a massive team effort. From the Dolphins organization, which has been first-rate hosting the most iconic sports events in the world, now working with them and their team, with Steve and Tom and Miles and Marcus on Sunday mornings and evenings, with the public officials, the county mayor, Mayor Harris, and all of the elected officials from this magnificent city. Mayor Gelber as well was very much a part of it. Certainly Rowley was there every step of the way. Bo was also a big part of it, and also obviously the FIFA team and Gianni and Matias and Carlos, who all worked tirelessly to bring this home for you, for our residents, the ones who deserve to have the most spectacular event in many ways in the world, right? An event that combines the most popular sport in the world with the pride that we have in the country of our birth and our origin. And what a beautiful feather in our cap for a venue that just brought us Formula One and did a magnificent job under Tom's leadership and the entire team. Has the Miami Open, the Miami Dolphins that we love so much. And so just an exciting time to be a Miamian. And I could tell you that I was yesterday with my 8-year-old son and my 4-year-old daughter, and I was thinking to myself, he will be 12 and she will be 8 when we have this game, and they'll both be able to enjoy this as a potentially generational opportunity, because the last time it came to America was in 1994, which was almost 30 years ago. So this is not something, you know, Miami has done a phenomenal job in the Dolphins organization being #1 in the world in Super Bowls. But Super Bowls sometimes come every 5 or every 10 years. This is once in 30 years. So this is something that our children and our community is going to be able to enjoy for a generation and put us on the generational world stage. As Tom said, what, a billion viewers or more? I mean, who knows? I think it's one of the most. I saw a statistic that said that 50% of human beings over the age of 4 watch it, or something like that. I mean, something crazy like that. But it's something that's transformational for our community. I'll just say very briefly in Spanish. Gol! Esto ha sido un gran esfuerzo de equipo, como explicó Tom Garfinkel de los Dolphins, desde el equipo del el liderazgo de la alcaldesa del condado hasta el alcalde Harris de Miami Gardens, el alcalde de la playa, Dan Gilbert, la organización de los Dolphins, de Steve Ross y Tom Garfinkel, and Miles, the general counsel, and Marcus, el nuevo juez de nuestra comunidad. Hasta el equipo de FIFA, de Gianni, Matías y Carlos, que todos trabajamos día y noche para entregar este juego generacional, este evento generacional a nuestra comunidad que queremos tanto. Entendemos que fútbol es el deporte más popular global, y los combinamos con el hecho de que tenemos un orgullo en sentirnos parte de nuestro país de origen. Así que es un evento que solo se puede disfrutar en cierto sentido cada 30 años. Así que ser en esta magnífica ciudad, en esta magnífica organización que ha llevado a cabo tantos eventos tan especial como Fórmula 1 que vimos recientemente, el Miami Open, y también obviamente el equipo, uno de los más favoritos de nuestra comunidad, los Dolphins. Es un gran orgullo para nuestra comunidad, y para mí es ser parte de este equipo tan especial, con Rolly también y Bo, que formaron parte de este equipo. Fue un logro de nuestra comunidad, entregándolo a ustedes, nuestros jefes. Gracias.
I'd like to bring up our final speaker. We're also going to have Q&A after this, so just to let you know, Rolando Aedo, the Chief Operating Officer of the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau.
All right, so I know I'm standing between yourselves, and I think Sam mentioned lobster rolls in the back, so I'll make this quick. But by the way, Vice Mayor Leon, if this was the Ponderosa, were you Haas Cartwright? Was this, this was your territory? This is your ranch? But I too was privileged to grow up in Greater Miami. I grew up near the old facility, Orange Bowl, back in the day. But even then, I would have never, ever, ever imagined that this is what this community would have become and what this facility has become, a global entertainment center, thanks to Stephen Ross's vision, obviously Tom's leadership, and so many others. Of course, I'm going to thank Infantino and FIFA, but heck, they wouldn't have chosen us. I mean, that would have been foolish on their part. So I think they made the natural decision to come to the most global, multicultural, international city in the United States. It's something that we at the Convention and Visitors Bureau promote every day, day in and day out. And if we have a great place to live, work, and play, it's a great place to visit. So yes, of course, thank you to FIFA. But I also wanted to echo everyone's thanks to our political leadership. I will tell you, those were some pretty tough negotiations, but the personal involvement of the mayors, Levine Cava, Suarez, Harris, his team, Gelber, who couldn't be here today because he's actually in Switzerland with our president and CEO talking about another great global event that calls Greater Miami home, and that's Art Basel, which has exponential impacts throughout our community. They are here in spirit, and they too would echo those sentiments and those thanks. But going back to Hard Rock Stadium, Stephen Ross, his vision, his investment, we talked a lot about the sporting events, we talked a lot about tennis, but also this is home to Jazz in the Garden, which has become a world-class, so kudos to them, and kudos to Miami Gardens and its leadership and its vision. We've been there from day one supporting that event and other amazing things that call this campus home. And then really, the GMCVB team has been absolutely amazing. It's a privilege. I've been working there 26 years of my life. I grew up there at that organization, but having Jose and Matt and Susie and a lot of those team members literally working day in and day out on this bid, when all is said and done, this will be a 10-year project practically. We started in 2017, the game's in 2026, and there's a lot of work to be done. This was the easy part. We look forward to bringing it home. We just wanted to echo, tourism is everybody's business. For us, it's the foundation for economic development in Greater Miami and Miami Beach and Miami-Dade County. We take that role seriously. We want to generate a lot of economic impact. We want to generate not only tourist taxes, but sales taxes that support public health and transportation. And we want to support jobs and ultimately the quality of life for our community. So thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity and the privilege of working with all of you to make this a great success. Muchísimas gracias. Amen.
If I could ask the delegates to come up to the stage. We're going to do a photo op here, and then we're going to do a Q&A.